Hey guys, Tom with BuyMeAniPhone.com back at you today, and today we've got a pretty special review. One that I've been looking forward to for quite a while now, and from a company that frankly I've been a big fan of. Okay, today we're going to be reviewing the Slingbox Solo. Now not only are we going to be reviewing the Slingbox Solo, but we're also going to be reviewing their Sling Player mobile app. Now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to break this review down into two parts. First, what we're going to do is we're going to move over to the close-up camera. We're going to take all the components out of the box here, kind of show you what comes in the box. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to set it up with our television and our router, and then we're going to configure it with our either desktop or laptop. So the Sling Player mobile, the Sling Player desktop software. So the Sling Player desktop. So we're going to do that in one video, and then in the next video what we're going to do is we're going to show you the Sling Player mobile app that's available in the iTunes store. Now if you remember, when the Sling Player mobile app first came out, it was only available it only worked on Wi-Fi, so you couldn't stream over 3G. Well, that has been updated in the recent weeks, and now you can watch your television from anywhere, anytime with your laptop, your iPhone, and you can do it over Wi-Fi or 3G. So that's pretty exciting. So guys, with the Sling Player Solo, you can watch your home television programming anywhere in the world that you have an internet connection, and if you have the Sling Player mobile app for the iPhone, you can pretty much watch it anywhere, anytime, whenever. So without further ado, we're going to move right over to the close-up camera. We're going to show you what's in the box, we're going to set it up, we're going to configure it, and then like I mentioned, the next video we'll show you the app. So again, I want to thank Slingbox for sending this out for review, and if you guys wouldn't mind opening up another browser and checking out their website, it's www.slingmedia.com. So let's go over to the close-up camera right now. Okay guys, so here we are at the close-up camera, and let's move that remote out of the way there. And we're going to be taking out of the box the Slingbox Solo. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this out of the box, we're going to show you what comes in it, we're going to show you how to set it up, we're going to show you how to configure it on your computer, and then we're going to show you not only how you use this on your computer, but also on your iPhone via Wi-Fi and 3G. So let's get right to it, because this is a little bit of a process, only because we're going to show you a bunch of stuff today. Okay, so first what we have a little card there. Tells you a little bit about congratulations, you bought a Slingbox. Here is our quick start guide, which we will go over soon. And here is some of our packaging. So here we have the Slingbox unit itself. Yeah, I've already opened that from the bag. Okay, and then it's got our ports here, has our component in, our component out, our USB, and our network, and of course our power and our IR. So we'll move that over there. Then in this bag we have our power cord. So there's our power cord right there. And in the final bag, I think what we're going to have is we're going to have our infrared and some component cables. So here is our cable that we hook up to our box, our cable box, or whatever it may be. We're going to put that in front of the infrared eye. Usually it goes on top and bottom like that. So we'll put that in there. Here is an Ethernet cord, so we can hook up via Ethernet. And here are our RCA cables here. So there is red, white, and yellow, red, white, and yellow. Okay, so that's what comes in the box. So what we'll do is we will move over to the other camera. We will show you how this hooks up, and we will go from there. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay guys, so here we are, and we're going to take a look at the simple setup here of the Slingbox Solo. So just to give you an idea, of course we're looking at the back of the Slingbox Solo, and we're going to start from the left hand side and we're going to move over to the right. Okay, this is very simple installation, guys. Okay, on the left you'll see the small red cord, and that is power. Okay, you can see power written right under there. So obviously you plug that into the back of the Slingbox Solo, and then you plug it into your power source. To the right of that, you have your blue Ethernet cord. So what you're going to do, obviously, is you're going to plug in your Ethernet cord to the Slingbox Solo, and then you're going to run that Ethernet cord to your router. Okay, so that'll have give you your internet connection. Then to the right of that, you're going to see your ins and your outs. So we're only going to use the ins in this installation. And as you can see, we have the RCA type jacks. It's the white, the red, and the yellow. That is for left audio, right audio, and video. And as you can see, we don't have anything in the yellow, and we'll go over that. But we have our audio hooked up, and that audio is going to the DirecTV box. So it is going out from the DirecTV box into your Slingbox Solo. Now, I am not using the yellow video because I am using the S video. Now, you may be asking, well, Tom, we see right next to that, you have your blue, red, and green, which is your component cables. Now, I would use the highest quality that you can possibly use on this, which would be component cables if you can, guys. The reason I'm not using component cables is the TV that I'm using in the den here only has component in, and it has DVI. It came out before the overwhelming adoption of HDMI. So right now I'm using component cables to go from my DirecTV box to my television. So I only have one component out on the DirecTV box. Therefore, I will be using the S video, which is the next best thing. So on the top again, you have your white and your red. That's your audio, and you have your S video. Now, as you'll see down on the bottom, you will see that we have another plug in the lower right hand corner, and that is your infrared eye. Okay? And what that'll do is that'll hook up to the infrared eyes that go right over your sensor for your remote on your DirecTV box or your cable box or whatever it may be. So as you can see, we're going to move right over here, and we see that there's two little kind of sensors that go right over the little black eye, which controls your DirecTV from your remote. So that is your infrared sensor. So that's how that hooks up. Very simple, guys. You know, you just put it right over there. Okay. So that's pretty much the basic setup. Okay, you've got your power, your Ethernet, your audio in, your video in, and then your infrared sensor. So that's about it. And so let's kind of move on and get towards the configuration process. Okay, guys, so here we are, and we're going to be showing you how to download and set up your desktop software. Now, you can do this on either a Mac or a PC. It really doesn't matter. But what you do first is you go to slingmedia.com. We're going to go to support, and what we're going to do is we're going to configure it. Now, I've already have a couple of Sling boxes set up on the Sling Player software, so it may be slightly different for you guys, but the Sling Player software automatically detects when you have a Sling Player. See, right now I'm connecting to my buddy Mark's Sling Player. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to disconnect the Slingbox, and we're going to go up to Slingbox, and we're going to go to Slingbox directory. As you can see, I have my original, my Slingbox AV here. Here's Mark's, and here is my Slingbox. So we're going to go edit, and we're going to put in Tom's Solo. That way we know what it is. Okay, and we're going to go OK, and we're going to go watch. Okay, you must first set up your Slingbox before you can use it. Do you want to start the Slingbox Setup Assistant now? Okay, so we've got our introduction. Before you get started, make sure that all your lights are glowing properly. And we're going to go continue because we know that's right. Is your Slingbox software current? Okay, so the Setup Assistant must load the settings from your Slingbox. So that is what is on my Slingbox right now. Okay, and we're going to go to continue. So here is the Slingbox firmware file. Click the continue button to update your Slingbox. It can take a few minutes. So what Slingbox is going to do is they're going to be updating our software. So the old version of the firmware for Slingbox is 1.0.19 from 12/18/07. The new version is version 1.3.16 from 6/4/09. So we'll take a little peek at this. It's sector 27 of 61. It'll take a couple of minutes. Now it is restarting the Slingbox. So it is turning it off, and it is going to be turning it back on. That way the new firmware takes effect. Okay guys, so we've got the Sling Player firmware taken care of. So now we're going to continue. AV settings, so select the installation location. We are obviously in the United States. What we're going to do is select your type of video connection. Now, I would definitely go with component if you can, but I'm going with S-Video because my component output for my HD box is already going to my television because the TV in the den does not have HDMI, so it only has a component. So I will be forced to use the S-Video, but you can use composite, component, whatever. You're not going to get HD through the Slingbox anyway unless you have a Slingbox HD. So we're going to go S-Video. What did you connect your Slingbox player to? I connected it to a DVR. Okay, so and we are with DirecTV. And we are going to connect it to an HR20. Okay, so make sure your DirecTV is on. The IR is properly attached. Click the button beneath the video window. If your DirecTV did not respond to the button, okay, and it turned it off. So if you're looking at the television, it'll turn it off. So there's no signal to connect it anymore. We will turn it back on. Okay, and there we go. We've got our television back on. So now we will continue. How many leading zeros do you enter in your remote when changing channels? I don't enter any. Check if you press enter after entering a number. I can or I don't have to. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. If your Slingbox is not changing channels properly, you may have to adjust the speed of the IR emitter. We're going to leave it at fast. Enter channel and press change channel to try the current settings. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 206, change channel. So it changed it to 206, and it's ESPN. Okay. The Slingbox has changed to the correct channel. Yes, and we're going to go to continue. So pick a name for your Slingbox. Tom's Solo. Enter a password for your Slingbox. So I'm going to enter a password. Enter an administrator password for changing the settings. Okay, and we're going to go continue. Check this box to watch your Slingbox outside of your home network. So yes, we definitely want to be able to watch it outside of our home network. To view your Slingbox from the internet, your router needs some settings changed. The setup assistant first tries to do that itself. If it doesn't succeed, you must set up your router manually. Click the question mark button for more information. So I'm going to do it automatically. It says the Slingbox setup assistant is able to automatically configure a router. Click continue to proceed. Slingbox setup is ready to save the settings to your Slingbox. So we are waiting for the Slingbox to come back online. Okay, so now the Slingbox is back online. Click the continue button to save your settings. We're going to go continue. Verifying remote viewing. Setup successfully completed. So we are done now. So guys, now okay, we can go to Window Slingbox directory, and here's Tom Solo, and we will watch that. Now we're watching it over our local connection. So I'm going to log on as administrator and save that password in my profile. Okay, now there we go, guys. So now we have our stream for our Slingbox. Well, that's your basic setup. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to configure your Sling Player Mobile on your iPhone and really go from there. So guys, we will move over to Sling Player Mobile and we'll see you over there.